This is an introduction to the Johari window, which is a tool that was developed in the 1950s by two psychologists. And it was really to help people have a simple tool to assess their relationships with yourself and with other people. And the Johari window is something that you can use with your own practice around self awareness. You can use it as a team or even around a workplace culture. And I'm going to walk you through the Johari window and how to use it for your own practice. The Johari window has four parts, or what we may call as consultants a 2x2. In the top left corner is the open self, top right is the blind self, bottom left is the hidden self, and bottom right is the unknown self. The open self is really what you know about yourself and what other people know about you. And I liken this to kind of maybe physical characteristics, like maybe the color of your hair or maybe parts of your personality that you know other people know. Maybe you're funny or introverted, things like that. When you go over to the top right, to the blind self, that's what people might know about you, but you don't know about yourself. So have you ever gotten feedback? You'd be like, I don't do that. That's typically your blind self, or that's a spot where you can't see that about yourself, but other people clearly see it. If you drop down to the bottom left, there's your hidden self. That is whenever you know things about yourself, but you don't share that with other people. It could be parts of your identity, it could be experiences you have. There may be some reason you hide that from other people, but other people don't know about it, but you know about it. And then to the bottom right is going to be your unknown self. And that's things that you haven't discovered about yourself yet. And then things that other people haven't discovered about you yet, like maybe unknown potential, or maybe as you get older, you change and evolve in different ways. So, those are the four parts of the Johari window. And I'm going to walk you through some questions for each of these so you can explore them in depth. The quadrant in the top left is called the open self. And as I said, that is what you know about yourself and what others know about you. And ideally, with a Johari window, the open self is going to, not just be an equal kind of square in this image, but the open self is going to be the biggest portion or the biggest square in here because you learn how to be more open with yourself by disclosure, which is telling other people about yourself, and feedback, which is getting feedback from others and learning about yourself. The next page is going to have some questions for you to think about so you can really discover who you are. The quadrant in the top right corner is what's called the blind self. And that's really, what do people know about you that you don't know about yourself? And often we receive that through feedback people have. Maybe it would be like, oh, you're so funny. You didn't know that about yourself. Some people may say you have very insightful questions, or maybe you tend to need more time to think, just different things. It can be big pieces of feedback, little pieces of feedback. But really, it's important to think about, what do people tell you that surprises you about yourself, and trying to understand if there's any crossover, what truth is there, and learning about yourself. And the next page gives you a set of questions to review while you do that. When you look at the bottom left, there is going to be the hidden self. And that's really what you know about yourself, but others don't know. And there may be different reasons that other people don't know about it. For instance, you may be in a relationship and you feel insecure about that relationship and you're not quite ready to tell somebody. It may be part of your identity. I mean, this is where people maybe who have, maybe queer people are not ready to share their identity because they haven't built enough trust with the people in their lives yet. So just think about, and here are some questions about, what do you keep hidden about yourself and why? It's okay to keep some things hidden, but just understand why you do it. We are down to the bottom right quadrant in the Johari window, which is the unknown self, which some people are like, oh, I really want to know what's out there, things like that. I think there's also some positivity that you can find in not knowing some things about yourself, that you still have room to grow and change and evolve with whatever life brings for you. So I encourage you to explore that. And as we wrap up this kind of tutorial on the Johari window, I'm going to leave you with some questions. But remember, this is something you can use personally. You can maybe use in a relationship you're in. You can use it in a team, organization, things like that. And really just kind of trying to wonder why you keep things in different places. Maybe you try to be one person in one place, another person in another place. Why is that? Just really be curious. Don't be judgmental of yourself, because we're all in the self-awareness learning business.